Hello children, welcome to Electron Chemistry Center. This is VKM. My dear children, hope you have done well in today's JEE Mains examination, right? So now I am giving you solutions, and these are solutions of SIFT 1 exam. These are solutions of SIFT 1 examination, guys. Question number 1, what they have given is which metal is used in devising photochemical cell. Which metal is used in devising photochemical cell, guys? So first option they have given lithium, second option they have given sodium, third one rubidium, fourth one cesium. Obviously, as you know, guys, uh, because of lowest ionization enthalpy, right, cesium can show photoelectric effect, so it can be used in photochemical cells, guys. Hope you understand, guys. It is the answer. Let's see the second question, guys. Among the following properties, which property trend is different from others across the period, guys? Across the period. So across the period, if you observe, guys, atomic radius, first one I am talking about it. Across the period, atomic radius decreases. Second one, electronegativity across the period, guys, increases. Third one, what they have given, guys, electron gain enthalpy across the period increases. Fourth one, ionization enthalpy across the period increases. So which is different from the others, they have asked, guys. So which is different from the others, guys? Obviously atomic radius. So option 1 is the correct answer for this, guys. Here is the next question, guys. Graph between log x by m versus log p has a slope is equal to 2, intercept is equal to 0.477. You have to find it out the x by m at pressure 4 atm. Logarithm value is given. This question is from surface chemistry, guys. This question is from surface chemistry, that is Freundlich adsorption isotherm based question, guys. Right? As you know, guys, x by m is proportional to p raised to 1 by n. So Freundlich adsorption isotherm equation x by m is equal to k into p raised to 1 by n, right? Logarithmic form, if you see, log x by m is equal to log k plus 1 by n log p, right? So it is in the form of equation of straight line y is equal to mx plus c. Y is equal to mx plus c, that you can observe here x-axis and it is y-axis, c is the intercept, that is log k, m is slope, that is 1 by n, guys, right? But according to the data, if you observe, guys, slope is equal to 1 by n, but slope is given, guys, that is equal to 2, means n value will be equal to 1 by 2, guys. Hope you understand the point, guys. Now intercept, guys, intercept is equal to log k. Log k value, how much they have given, guys? Intercept 0.477, guys. So take antilog on both sides. If you take antilog on both sides, you will get k is equal to antilog of 0.477. Antilog of 0.477 will give you 3, guys. So we got the data. So we have to find it out. X by m. X by m is equal to k into p raised to 1 by n, guys. K value is equal to 3. Pressure is at 4 atmosphere. They have given here. So pressure 4 atmosphere. So 4 whole raised to 1 by 2, guys. If you solve it, you will get answer 6. So option 1 is the correct answer for your question. Hope you understand, guys, right? Our next question here it is, which of the following statements about ozone is incorrect? Correct statements, you can easily pick it out. Ozone acts as a protective layer against UV rays, of course, which is protecting us. right, from the UV rays, and it acts as a shield to our atmosphere. It is also correct statement. Now you have to check either 2 or 3. Guys, it is a toxic layer and converts NO to NO2, nitrogen oxide to nitrogen dioxide. This is also correct statement, guys. But when you see here, it converts chlorine free radical of chlorofluorocarbons to chlorine dioxide, right? But what will happen? If you see chlorofluorocarbons, CF2Cl2, guys, chlorofluorocarbons, with the help of UV light, they will be converted into Cl radical plus CF2 radical, CF2Cl radical, guys. This is the reaction can be given, right, guys? And that chlorine radical combines with ozone, then it forms ClO radical, chlorine monoxide radical plus oxygen, and that chlorine monoxide, whatever we got it, furtherly it will be dissociated into Cl plus O2, guys. By combining with oxygen, then it forms Cl radical plus O2, guys, right? But they have given it converts Cl free radical of chlorofluorocarbon to chlorine dioxide, but actually it converts to chlorine monoxide radical. So it is the incorrect statement, but it is a right answer. So option 3 is the correct answer, guys. See the next question here, guys. Which of the following graph is incorrect for an ideal gas, right? Ideal gas, if you take it, all the graphs are related to density and temperature. So we will be taking that relation directly. So Pm is equal to dRT. Highlight the D. So D is equal to Pm by RT. Or I can write it as 1 by T for better understanding. So if you observe it here, the relation density is inversely proportional to temperature. Density is inversely proportional to temperature. So the graph between density versus temperature is not a straight line. So but there they have given it as straight line. So option 3 is the correct answer. Why? Because they asked which of the following graph is incorrect for an ideal gas. So option 3 is the correct answer, guys. Children, the next question you can see here, an example of solid sol is. Guys, what is actually solid sol? It is the question, another question from surface chemistry, guys. It is another question from surface chemistry. So solid sol, if you observe it, what is solid sol, guys? In which dispersed phase as well as dispersion medium. Dispersed phase is solid as well as dispersion medium also solid. Solid dispersed in solid is nothing but solid. So for that, the best example is some colored glass. You can take it, right? Gemstones also can be taken as an example of solid sol. So option 2 is the correct answer, guys. Hope you understand the point. Guys, the next question is correct structure of Dettol. This question is from chemistry in everyday life, guys. Dettol is a mixture of chloroxylenol plus terpineol, right? And the chemical name of Dettol is 4-chloro 3,5 dimethylphenol. 4-chloro 3,5 dimethylphenol. So that is in option 3 if you see 4-chloro dimethylphenol. So option 3 is the correct answer, guys. Children, you can see the next question here. Correct IUPAC name of the compound. It is from class 11, right? First year organic chemistry, guys. Two functional groups are there. One is major and another one is minor functional group. Carboxylic acid is major. So starts from here, numbering 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right, guys? So second position we have a substituent, methyl, right? But fifth position we have aldehyde functional group. That aldehyde functional group is minor functional group. If it is minor, it is named as formyl. So I can give 5-formyl, 2-methyl, X3-enoic acid. Why? Because double bond is there at third position. So second one is the correct answer, guys. See the next question here, guys. They have given most reactive with HCN out of the following. All these are aldehydes, guys. Aromatic aldehydes, substituted aromatic aldehydes they are given. Aldehydes, reaction of aldehydes with HCN is nothing but nucleophilic addition reactions. Nucleophilic addition reactions. This question is from aldehydes ketones, carbonyl compounds, guys. So reactivity of aldehydes towards nucleophilic addition reactions can be increased by electron withdrawing groups. Electron withdrawing groups increases the reactivity of aldehydes towards the nucleophilic addition reactions, guys. So electron withdrawing group in the sense -I, -M. As you know, NO2 is an example of -I and -M group, whereas methoxy group, it is an example of -I and +M group, right? So you have to omit these options. Second and fourth options can be omitted. But whereas when we talk about steric crowding, if steric crowding increases, rate of nucleophilic addition reaction decreases, right, guys? So here steric crowding is possible, so that's why option 3 is the correct answer, guys. Here is the next question, guys. Actually these questions are memory based on the student feedback, right? That's why it doesn't have any options. For the following cell reaction, Cu plus Sn2 plus giving rise to Cu2 plus and Sn, concentrations of these two ions is same, that is 1 molar. You have to find it out the Gibbs energy change, guys. E0 values are given, reduction potential values, guys, right? So, and E0 cell you have to calculate it, guys, first. E0 cell will be equal to, that is E0 cathode minus E0 anode. E0 cathode minus E0 anode. So E0 cathode, the I potential value, that is for copper 0.34 minus of minus 0.16, which gives you 0.50 volts. But you have to calculate the delta G0, Gibbs free energy change, that is minus NF E0 cell, so which is equal to -2. N value is equal to 2. Why? Because Cu is changes to Cu2 plus, Sn2 plus changes to Sn. It is a 2 electron change, guys. -2 into F, that is 96,500, right, into 0.5. So this will give you, right, it is 2 into 0.5, it is 1. So minus 96,500 joules, right? 2 into 0.5, it will give 1, right? And then minus 96.5 kilojoules. They asked answer in kilojoules, minus 96.5 kilojoules. Hope you understand, guys, right? So few more questions will be, updated soon. Until then, signing off. Please, hope you liked the video. If you like it, please click on the like button. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. If you have any doubts, post it in the comment box. For more and more videos, please subscribe to my channel. If you have already subscribed, please click on the bell icon for further notification. Until then, bye. Take care.